What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I prepared my practice hand for my practical state board exam. So this is what the hand looks like and the box that it came in. I purchased it from my local nail supply store. This is a very ugly hand. I don't like this one. I prefer using the other one that I had, but this one was just cleaner and I was recommended to use this one. Okay, so now I'm going to use my drill and my sanding band on a low speed of 3, and I'm going to just etch what would be considered the nail plate on all 5 of the nails. I'm going to be out of frame for this first one, but I will come back up and you guys will see me do it to all of the other nails. You want to be very careful with this because you don't want to rough it up what would be considered the fingertips, because you want the mannequin hand to be as clean and as neat as possible. Okay, so this is the hand after I have etched all of the nails, and I'm just going to take my little dust brush and dust off all the excess residue or excess debris and go ahead and start to size and apply my tips. Okay, so these are the nail tips that I'm going to be using. I get these from my local nail supply store. I'm just going to use these to serve as the nail plate for the practice hand. So for state board, your practice hand must resemble a natural set of nails. So it must have a free edge, but nothing too long. It has to look very natural. And the glue that I'll be using to glue my tips on is the KDS nail glue. Well, here is a blooper that I decided to add into this video. I was attempting to put the nail tips on the correct way, but I just could not get them to stick. And I believe it was due to the type of material that practice hand was made out of. It wasn't allowing the nail tips to stick, regardless of the fact that I had etched the fake nail bed or nail plate before I tried to glue the tip on. So I'm just showing you guys here. I even added a little bit more glue to try to get it to stick, and it just was not sticking. And at this point, y'all, I was getting so worried because literally my practical exam was the very next day, and I was doing this the day before. And I had never worked with this hand before, so I was just getting stressed out and frustrated, and I was thinking I was really going to have to go to my nail supply store and buy another one of the hands that I was used to using before. Alright, so in this clip here, you see I have the pinky glued on. This is the way that I decided to glue them on. I turned the nail tip basically upside down and put it all the way up to the cuticle area, added a decent amount of glue, and just pressed it down and held it for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then I would test it by just applying pressure to the free edge just to make sure that it was stuck on there. And that is how I did the nail tips for all 5 fingers. So you do want to make sure that your nail tips fit sidewall to sidewall and that they're flush to the cuticle if you decide to do it this way. But definitely make sure that they're fitting from sidewall to sidewall, because prior to the start of your test, your proctor is going to inspect your mannequin hand. So you just want to make sure that it has a neat appearance. The nail tips are fitting correctly. There's no glue or any residue on the sides of the finger, on the cuticle, anything like that. You want it to be as clean as possible. Alright, so I'm just showing you guys how sturdy the tips are. I'm pressing them up against my hand, against my mannequin table, and they are on super duper good. They're not going anywhere. I didn't realize until I was editing this video that I was out of frame for most of the filing, but all I did was just make them all even and square. You can see the underneath side of them. It does have a bit of a free edge on it, and they are all even and just, looking very clean, neat, and natural. And here I'm just going in with my e-file just to roughen up that nail tip that I applied to prepare for the acrylic application. For my acrylic application, I'm going to be using the Young Nails Core Natural acrylic powder, and I'm only going to put just a thin layer of acrylic on the nails. I don't want it to be too bulky and too thick because it does need to resemble a set of natural nails. Also, you don't want it to be super duper thick because you're going to be performing your manicure on these natural nails, your sculptured nails, your soak off, your nail tip and blending. So you're going to be performing your procedures on these nails. So you want them to resemble someone's natural nails. So you don't want them super duper thick. You don't need an apex or anything like that. Be sure that you're cleaning up the sidewalls and cuticle area as you go, just in case you do accidentally flood the cuticle or it goes over the sidewall. You just want to go ahead and catch that when it happens so that the acrylic doesn't dry and mess up the mannequin hand, because like I said in the beginning, the proctor is going to come around and inspect your mannequin hand prior to the test. Do you see the application though? So neat, so clean. We haven't even filed or anything. Okay, going in with my hand file just to clean up my shape because I want my mannequin to look very neat and very natural so that when I present it to my proctor, they already know, like, okay, this girl knows what she's doing. She knows what's expected of her. So this is the final product. I did not drill or buff these nails because my application was so smooth. I didn't feel like that was necessary. But this is the hand that I took to take my Georgia State Board practical exam. I hope this helps you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video.